What's up, all you race fans? Thank you for joining us this evening on a Tuesday night. What a different night for everybody. It is Tuesday night, and that means it is FTR Pro Am Series. That's right, it's the Pro Am Series that we are doing tonight. And joining me up in the booth tonight is my good friend B Nizzy. Are you up in here, B Nizzy?
Yeah, I just started my broadcast, and I'm thinking it's Wednesday. I put in Elite Series on my title. You just reminded me it's Tuesday.
Oh yeah, well, you can always go back to the YouTube studio, and you can always change that. That ain't no problem.
Right.
We already got the invites and the join to go into qualifying. So they should have sent you a whole bunch of invites.
Yeah, I got them.
So go ahead and
Joining in now
for the qualifying.
Oh man,
We're going to be a little bit blind tonight. A little bit blind in the sense that we don't have any streams. So we're going to be going a little bit blind tonight, seeing how that I'm up here in the booth with you and not in the number 17 car down on the track, but malfunction on the old pedals, but taking a basically dead in the water, pretty much sitting in the garage. So, but I'll be back on the track next week. So, with the night off, man, Nizzy, I haven't been able to get up in here in the booth with you since last summer, man. So I had to jump at the chance, dude. I had to.
Yeah, man, should be fun. I'm loaded in now. I went and got a second TV and ran down here for no reason because I wanted to use my iPad for streams. So I wrote Elite Series in the title, and it's Pro Am. So yeah, I'm off to a great start tonight, but hopefully it can only go up from here.
Oh yeah. You don't want it to go down from here, that's for sure.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're qualifying now. The first one out on the track is Nowinski in the 19. Last week's winner at Homestead. Got the win last week at Homestead. Congratulations, Nowinski. We'll see if he can do two in a row tonight here in Martinsville, but he's going to have some pretty stiff competition from him, man. You also got Momster and the 10 car out on the track, getting their qualifying laps in. But you got a lot of fast guys in here tonight, man. You got Stag Slayer in a 5, Snowden in a 9, Kendricks in a 21, Davey Dubose in a 22, Super Dave Ace in a 3. There's a lot of good cars out here. And even Rodney in a 62, man. Rodney has been putting together some fast laps and some fast races. And also, can't count this guy out, Smooth Puppy in the 48. He's won some races before. He can definitely pull out a victory out of the hat. And same with Lewis Racing in the 78. Lewis Racing in the field tonight. Kind of a little bit of a shorter field, but or a smaller field. But that's, we'll get back on out there. I'll be back on out there, like I said, next week. But these guys are.
That's also why I was confused. I didn't even think I kept thinking it was Wednesday, man. I thought that's why Shady's announcing, because he races on Tuesdays.
Yeah, you see, I'm getting you all mixed up, man. Getting you all whacked out. Yeah, that's what I gotta throw you for a loop every once in a while. I gotta keep you on your toes, Dizzy.
This is real live TV, folks. We're just winging it tonight. This was all unscripted, right at the last minute. Let's go. We're here. This is raw footage right now.
Oh, you couldn't say any more, dude. This is totally going blind on this. Coming up here and basically, like I said, last minute. We don't have a stream for leaderboard or lap count, so we don't have a stream for any of that. So yeah, we're just winging it tonight, straight up winging it. And
the way some of these cars are moving on my screen, at least, I hope it's just my screen. Might be a little bit of some precipitation clouds, if you know what I mean.
I was thinking and worried about the same thing as I'm kind of on Lewis Racing in a 78 as he's doing his qualifying laps, and
I have some weather here in Martinsville.
Yeah.
At least they got the time of day right.
Uh-huh.
We didn't get that right on Sunday.
You know what? I didn't even notice that.
I didn't.
I didn't even.
And I
notice
made
that.
sure I asked in the chat because like I'm practicing in the day, and I'm like maybe I should switch this to night. And in the chat they're like we're racing night, but then we were like wait a minute, we're racing the day right now. Nobody thought of it.
Well, and that plays a big factor in it. I mean, people. Whether you
that's
realize,
why I asked.
What's that?
I know, that's why I asked beforehand, and then they raced during the day.
Yeah, because it plays a big difference, man, in the entire way the car drives and everything, man. It plays a huge difference. And I mean, to some cars, it's not as big of a difference as some other cars, but it's still a difference, man. It's still a lot different when you're practicing in the daytime, and the next thing you know, boom, you're at they got the nighttime race going on during race time. So yeah, man, that can throw a lot of things for a loop. But,
well, it don't matter if it's daytime or nighttime. This track these boys are in for a workout tonight. I think I'm still sore from the other night racing here. Man, I got up, my back was stiff, my tailbone hurt, my arms were sore from trying to wheel the thing.
Good God, man!
Good old short track racing.
Good God, man!
Well, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. I'm getting over the hill.
I feel you. I feel you. I don't heal as well as I used to do anymore. That's for sure. You know, and
Snowden making his. Oh no, Snowden just finished his lap. They're all done with qualifying.
Snowden just finishing up, and these guys are doing their usual fun and wrecking and everything. But yeah, I hope it's just this qualifying lobby. But I'm seeing some raindrops.
Yeah, definitely seeing some raindrops
on the pavement there. That's not going to be too good. So hopefully they'll get a good lobby in, and we won't have a whole bunch of nonsense. Let's see. I didn't lose you, did I, Niz?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought my volume was. I accidentally turned the volume down. I was like, what in the world?
No, you're good.
All of a sudden went quiet. I was like, oh crap.
You get into picks or what?
Yeah,
you got nothing going on.
I was just about to ask you, since normally you're up here in the booth on Tuesday, you got the first pick. You got the, you get first call tonight. You get the prize in that. So who you gonna go with? Who's your first pick?
I'll go dark horse Rodney. I see him he's been impressing me since kind of about halfway through last season, and I feel like short track's a good spot for him. So I feel like he might have brought a piece tonight. So I'm gonna go with him as my dark horse. I'm trying to think for
nice.
My main pick. I'll go Kendricks for my main pick.
Kendricks, nice call, dude. Nice call, yeah. Yeah, and Kendricks, I think Kendricks has won some FTR races before. I'm not 100% on it.
He has. He doesn't. I feel like he misses races here and there. Otherwise, we'd probably be talking about him a little bit more. He's always in the top 3 when he races. So
yeah,
or it seems that way. I mean,
I think we'll be talking about him a lot more later. As this race goes on. Tonight, for my dark horse, let me kind of flip through. My dark horse tonight, I'm gonna go with the 48. You're 48. You're 48.
That's not a bad pick either. I thought about it too. He's been strong
puppy.
This year too.
I gotta go with the dog tonight. I gotta go with the puppy tonight. Smooth puppy, and the 48 is gonna be my dark horse tonight. He's won some races, and I've seen him win some races. He can drive that car, man. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's another guy that's impressed me recently, especially coming into this season. Like, I feel like he also missed a lot of races last season, and now he's making more races, and it seems like he's getting better results. Being there every week. So, he's having a strong year right now. That 48.
Yeah, he is, and he's won some races in the Pro Am series before, man. He's won a couple of races, so. It seems like you said, I don't know, he stepped away or whatever, but I don't know if he's like kind of been in a little bit of a slump, but like you said, man, the past couple of weeks since the season started, he's definitely shown some speed, man. He's definitely come along, and I've been real impressed by him as the season is starting to really get into its way here. And
Lewis is another one I feel like you should watch in a short track like this. Lewis is always up there with speed, and here I feel like his driving style could work to his advantage too.
Right. That's good positive. It's good eye on him. Keep an eye on the old 78 tonight, Lewis Racing, and who knows? I mean, these short tracks are like almost as unpredictable as super speedways, man. Almost as unpredictable as super speedways. So much.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wild card.
So much is going to happen, I mean, who knows? I mean, you could have that one guy come up behind you and totally miss the braking point and end up pile driving you into the wall. I mean, we've seen that before. So I mean, anything can happen at these short tracks. Who do you think you're going to go with as your number one pick? Who you got with number one?
I already took Kendricks, bro.
Oh, that's right. You said Kendricks. That's right. Sure. Kendricks. You said Kendricks your number one, and Rodney was the dark horse. Okay, so I got Smooth Puppy as my dark horse, and I want to go with Stag Slayer with the 5. I really want to go with him in the 5 car, but I know that this is definitely not one of his favorite tracks. And he's had some rough races on this track. I talked to him earlier today. He's got some practice on, and he's got a good setup. So I think he's going to have a really good run tonight. But as far as the pick in itself, I think I got to go with the 9 car Snowden, man.
Yeah.
As much as I want to go for Stag Slayer in the 5 car, because I think Stag Slayer is probably going to end up with the top 3. We'll probably be speaking with him in the booth by the end of the night. But Snowden is much better on these short tracks, and like I said, I know this is definitely not one of Stag Slayer's better tracks or one of his good tracks, as he says it. And I don't know if this is one of Snowden's better tracks or one of the good tracks that he likes. I don't know, but I think it really doesn't matter. I think he's put on a heck of a season, man, and he's looking to get a win and really try to solidify himself in the point standings in the Pro Am series. So let's see. Momster gets the pole. Momster on the pole, and then Kendricks in second, Nowinski in third, Rodney fourth, and let's see. I think
Snowden got fifth.
Yeah, Snowden got fifth.
Stag sixth.
Stag sixth. Dave A seventh. Lewis is eighth. And then Smooth Puppy ninth, and David Dubose in 10th. So, what a heck of a run, man. For Momster, man. For Momster.
Yeah, I mean...
Good.
Just going through the picks, like you kind of alluded to it earlier, like, that's, this is one of the harder tracks to pick someone at. It's not, you go to a mile and a half or something, you can kind of narrow it down to 3 or 4 guys a lot of the time. Guys that have been consistent and, kind of hot lately. But, a track like this, like you said, there's guys like Snowden who are good at it. There's guys who are just, short track ringers. But even for those guys, like one guy, like you said, drives in too hard and forgets to brake and can knock one of those guys out. And then, this field is so tight as far as competition. Like, you just go down the field and it's really hard to pick anybody. There's so many guys that could win this race. They look like they're going to start a new lobby here, so I guess it was raining at the track. So
yeah, there was definitely some lag showers going around that place. So hopefully they get a good one. Come on up and see what hopefully, man. Let's just cross our fingers we don't get a long delay, man. And we
Yeah, it's
and I'll run we'll run out of stuff to talk about. Yeah, real quick.
I got rain delay music if you need.
we
I'm not
might
kidding.
we might use
I got a whole playlist of rain music.
good. And we
It's a
might
whole
we
playlist that they used to play at Yankee Stadium in the '90s during the rain delays. I got the
yeah.
whole thing. So if you just reminded me of it, I forgot I had that.
Even though
Don't
it's the
ask. Don't ask.
even though it's the Yankees, that's all right. We still might, yeah, they got some good tunes, so we might end up needing them tonight. We might need a little commercial break, or I guess you might call it, when we go into if the lagging kind of keeps rearing up. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I know Snowden was making the parties, and then when he would make the first one, and then I would do the second one if it didn't work. But until I get the new equipment next week, I'm stuck in the garage. But I'm not sure if I'm so upset of missing Martinsville tonight or not, honestly. Um, but yeah, where it's really going to hurt is the points, man. I know I think I didn't even look at the points. I think I was third coming into tonight. I know I'm going to drop even more, but um, yeah,
Hey, as long as you're in that top 10 at the end when the
yeah,
playoffs start, you might
oh
as well
yeah,
be first if you're 10th.
that's true. And, let me see if I can pull up the points here. Let me see if I can find the points
Yeah,
that.
pull up some points while I get
Let's
some.
yeah, let's point up some points here. There we go. All right, yeah. So Snowden has a pretty good lead on the point system. Of course, he's got 2 wins and 3 stage wins. So Snowden's up at the top of the points with 237. Stag Slayer is second with 175. He's got 1 win and 2 stage wins. And then coming into the night, I was third. I got 166, so I was 9 points behind Stag in third with just a 1 stage win. Smooth Puppy is in fourth coming into tonight, and I think it's safe to say that Smooth Puppy will be up in the third, and I'll be dropping down easily. Kendricks is fifth. So there's a couple. I mean, Kendricks is starting on the outside pole. That's your pick for tonight. The Kendricks in a 21 car, man. So he's starting on the outside pole, which is a great starting place to be here at Martinsville. I don't think I would think I might want to start on the top here at Martinsville. I'm not sure. What would you do if you were the lead car and you got the choose cone? Where are you gonna choose on it? Are you gonna choose the bottom or the
Inside.
top on this one?
The bottom for sure. But I'm not really good at Martinsville, so yeah, I'm not the one to ask. But I would just want the bottom. I would just feel much more safer at the bottom.
Well, you've done better than I have at Martinsville. I'll tell you that. I've always considered Martinsville one of my top two worst tracks ever. Although I was building a pretty good car, man. A pretty good, pretty good setup in the car until my equipment went kaput on me last Tuesday in the middle of Homestead, which really pissed me off. But anyway, but yeah, I'm starting to get some invites. Are you getting those invites too?
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of invites. I was just about to ask them should we join because I don't know.
Not yet. They'll give us a join.
I'm
What
just
I,
I just worried that they with all the lobby switch they're forgetting to say join because
I,
I just got like 12 invites.
I, I, I
They
well
seem very persistent.
they
So it's worrying me that.
there it is. See the join right up
All
there.
right, there it is. All
There it
right.
is. We got the join. All right. All right. Join. See, they didn't miss it. They didn't miss it.
All right.
They're
All
on
right.
point, boy. These Pro Am guys are on point. Let me tell you. Oh shit! Didn't want to hit that button. Oh man, there's one for the
What
jar.
would you do? Oh, all right.
One for the swear jar there. I slipped up on that one. Dadgummit. Lord have mercy. Please forgive me. No. Haven't even logged in or haven't even joined in yet. All right, here we go. Joining on in. Joining on in. to the east side.
Come on, Pro Am, you guys gotta get a streamer so we can know what's going on here.
Yeah, I had
Yeah, you
no
step your
idea.
game up, man. It's 2024.
I was hoping tonight that the one loose lug nut would be in the race because he would be the only
Oh, right.
one with a stream. But I know he had a medical procedure tonight earlier today this afternoon. So in all seriousness, hope lug nut gets well and recovers from that real soon. Had like an eye
Yeah, for
procedure or
sure.
something. So hope he's feeling better and hope he gets better real soon, feels well, and he's back on the racetrack next Tuesday as well. But
We're
yeah,
underway.
I was banking on him being here tonight. I didn't know he wasn't going to be able to be here until late this afternoon. So we're going without a stream. Like you said, we're going to frickin' wing it tonight.
Well, they're going. They're starting to lap 2. Monster trying to pull away from Kendricks here. Kendricks got loose out of that first corner. And I'll tell you what, it's not a big deal to get loose out of that first corner, but you let that guy pull away a little bit here, and then you start having a race with the guy behind you. You don't want to let that leader get away too much here in the beginning.
Definitely a monster. He's got himself a good little lead, but I think Kendricks is trying to reel him in real quick. But yeah, you're right, man.
Rodney sitting third. Both my picks are on second and third right there. Last time I did a broadcast, I picked the winner, so I'm actually 2 for 2 or 3 for 3. I think I've picked the winners. I don't know, but I'm batting 1,000 when it comes to picking winners tonight, Shady. So you got a bit of a disadvantage tonight.
I probably do. Saying you, like you said, Kendricks is right there in second. Your pick, Monster. He's got himself a good little lead here in that 10 car. He's looks like he's now starting to stretch it. Like Kendricks just bounced off the wall. Kind of gave it a kiss for good luck. Doesn't work for me, but hopefully it does for him. But let's see. We got Kendricks Monster in this 10 car. Currently your leader. Kendricks in the 21, riding in second. And then you got Nowinski in the 19 tonight. He was the winner last week. Nowinski got that win last week at Homestead. Rodney in the 62, riding right there in third spot, as he's got a heavy challenge from Snowden in the 9 car, already on his bumper, almost in the back seat. Rodney driving that 62 tonight, with Snowden right there driving that number 9. You're familiar with that Napa number 9 car, Niz.
Yeah,
Got some
good memories with that. No,
Yeah.
mostly good memories.
Got
Some
some
bad
good-
ones.
I got some good runs. Got some good wins in with that 9 car.
Yeah.
Stag Slayer in the 5 car, and he looks like he's getting around pretty well. He's got a stable car there. And then Super Dave Ace driving that number 3 car tonight. There's Dave Ace, looking to have a good night tonight. And
That
then
10 car is checked out.
Lewis Racing in the 78 tonight, as he's right there behind Dave Ace. Looks like he's just kind of cruising right now. And then Smooth Puppy in the 48. That's my dark horse. And come on, Smooth, get on up there, as he's, I'm going to say he's using he's just hanging back for strategy, not want to push it really early yet. And then Davey Dubose here in the 22, as he pushes way up the track. And that's our field for the night. But you're right, Niz, that 10 car has really checked out. Look at the interval and the distance he has on the 21. He's got almost a whole straightaway on the 21.
Yep, so I called it. I'm saying, man, he pulled off in the beginning, and then you start trying to reel him in, and once you start having to try to reel a guy in at this place, it's kind of over at that point. He's got Monster's just been able to run his laps, run his race, no pressure, and
I'll tell you what,
I'm the 21. I might want to caution by the end of this stage. I don't know. He's sitting pretty good with points right now, though. So this field's looking pretty good right now. Looking pretty stout all the way through.
Yeah, but it's also in the long run with this place, man. The long run is where it's going to be key, as Monster already goes around the 22 and puts David Dubose down a lap. But it's the long run here at Martinsville where it's really going to catch up to you, because as you know, I know, and anybody who's ever raced here, the cars are going to get loose, and they are going to get loose quick And once they start getting loose, they get even more loose, even more quickly.
Yeah, that's probably why you see so many guys pushing up right now, is because they got them set up to where they'll loosen up over the run and not be too loose, right? So,
all right,
guys probably starting out a little tight.
All right. Rodney here in the 62.
Kendrick's having some problems.
Oh, he got on
corner entry, stacking him up.
Yeah, same with Rodney. Rodney missed the corner completely. It got onto the candy cane there on the inside, that rumble strip candy cane, and lost the position to Snowden, and is losing another one to Nowinski in the 19. As Snowden
Kendricks is having a lot of trouble with those rumble strips, man.
Yeah, Kendricks is real loose.
And I know what's happening. That's what's happening. It's his car's loosening up, and he just can't stop hitting it. I know exactly what he's going through right now.
Oh, it's snowing off the wall a little bit. Yes, Kendricks is... Ooh, and Nowinski sends it in there.
Yeah, he kind of sent it in there.
Yeah. There's a little contact. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul there. Yeah, it looks like that Kendricks is...
He gets in such a rhythm. This, for me at least, this is a track where like your rhythm has to kind of change as the car changes. So you get into such a rhythm running the corners a certain way, and then the car can't run it that way anymore. And you see, sometimes it's like it seemed like it took Kendricks a few laps to kind of change his rhythm and get into the habit of driving it a little bit differently. You know, I mean, I spent 4 nights practicing this track, and I still... It's a tough place, man. The way the car changes as the tires wear, and you know, it's such a rhythm track. Like I said, the rhythm seems to change how you drive the corners. You got to get used to changing it quickly.
Absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, and that's what I was telling you. And before that race on Sunday, how I was messaging you, wishing you good luck, and I was like, hey, man, just get into that rhythm and. You know, ooh, and Nowinski is way, way high up there in turn 1 and 2, so trying to get around Kendricks. And that's what I'm saying, that it's a rhythm, like I said, you know, just get yourself into a good rhythm, especially when these guys kind of stretch out a little bit and you got a little bit of space, you know, you can run your line and, you know, get a good rhythm going and just really try not to worry about anybody else. But like you said it right exactly, as these cars going to get much, much looser on the long run to where you really, really got to feather that throttle and use a lot of throttle control, or that thing is going to spin out. I don't care how tight you put that thing. That's just the way it is here at Martinsville.
Yeah, and I'm riding with Kendricks now, and it seemed like 3 and 4 is where he kept having that problem for a few laps. And you can see he's kind of pointing the nose higher into the corner. He's kind of trying to arc it in higher now. But what I was trying to say is, like, I'm sure he was trying to do that for a few laps, but like sometimes you just get into that muscle memory of hitting the corner a certain way that it takes you a few laps to actually be able to get the car change the way you drive the corner, because like you're trying to do it, but your muscles remember the way you were doing it. So
yeah. And then on my end, what I have a tendency to do is once the first time that I feel, oh, Kendrick's really trying to get.
Yeah,
you're right, man. Right in 3 and 4, he's having a tough time getting into 3.
I was having a similar issue with 1 and 2. I was good in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 was just my entry was killing me.
It looked like as the race went on and the adjustments that you made, it looked like things really kind of came in for you. You know, as you got into stage 2 and especially in the beginning part of stage 3. And you started picking up positions up there almost in the top 5.
Yeah, well, you'll settle. These guys will settle in, you know. Talk about a rhythm track. Well, the easiest way to get in a rhythm is keep running. You know, it's a long race, so.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's making adjustments and also just, you know, driving the track better. Things change, you know, it's a long race. What we're seeing now from guys... this field could change completely by the time we get into stage 3.
Oh yeah, it could change completely by the time we get to stage 2.
Yeah.
Right now, the Monster is still the leader in first, Snowden in second, Nowinski is third. Looks like Hendricks is 4th and Stag Slayer is in 5th. Looks like our top 5 for tonight. And don't ask us how many laps there are, because we have no idea. I know that they don't have to pit this stage.
They don't have to pit either first 2 stages.
Right, I think it's 0, 0, and 1. I'm still trying to figure out, because normally I go up to the wheel to mess with to change the camera and I gotta grab this daggone controller. I'm not used to it, so I keep grabbing the wheel, and it ain't gonna do much for me tonight.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking around and seeing what's going on, as Monster has now put a lap down on Smooth Puppy, and he is setting his sights already on Rodney. Now Rodney's got some damage. Rodney's got some
what
damage.
what happened with Rodney? He was running P3.
He was.
Right now, Stag's gotten up to P3. He's up there behind Kendricks.
I think Rodney must have gotten into contact with the wall a little bit, because the right front has just a little bit of damage as he's getting passed by Smooth Puppy now. So, yeah, I think if there's one person that can't wait for a caution or the end of the stage, it's going to be Rodney. Like I said, I'm tuning in here looking for Stag Slayer. And he's right up there. Let's see. See, they're so spread out now that it's hard to see who is where. And then you got a couple guys that are you got lap traffic now, so it's man, it's just tough, right? It's tough. But yeah, there's Kendricks right in front of Stag Slayer. So it's Kendricks in front of Stag Slayer, and then Snowden is going to be in front of Kendricks, I believe. I don't know if anybody's going to have anything for this end car, man. He is just flying. He has got that 10 car hooked up.
Yeah, he looks like he's on rails. But like we said, I mean, once we get a chance to get some pit stops, we'll see if guys can make some changes and maybe keep him in arm's reach. Man, I keep falling all over my words.
Oh, well, it's a Tuesday, you know.
It's a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. Right, thank you for reminding me.
I'm kind of looking around and trying to get my bearings a little bit as far as, because looking at Stag Slayer, I believe is like you said, he's either 4th or 5th. If
I think he's 3rd because he's behind Kendricks.
No, but
he's lost some ground on
Snowden
Kendricks.
is 2nd.
Did Snowden get in front of Kendricks? Okay.
Yeah, you got Monster in 1st, Snowden in 2nd, Kendricks in 3rd, and Stag Slayer's in 4th. But he's already got that 10 car getting ready to bear down on him to put him a lap down. So he's about ready to lap, you know, most of the field up to the 4th place car. As and Kendricks is not too far ahead of Stag Slayer. So I have no idea, like I said, how many laps are left, but I know these guys are trying to.
I would guess we're within like 20 by now.
I would think.
It's not that far off. It will be interesting to see if Monster has enough time to catch Stag Slayer here. You could lap the whole field with the top 3. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I don't know how many cars we have, but still.
I think we came in with 10 tonight. I believe
it was 10.
Yeah, it was 10. There was a field of 10 tonight, and so I don't care, you know, if you have a field of 20 or you just have a field of 10. Yeah. It's pretty impressive when you can lap the field. I don't care if it's at a short track like Martinsville.
It ain't his fault. You can't blame him for, you know, 6 cars not being able to keep up with him.
Yeah,
can't take nothing away from him.
Yeah, he's just on cruise control right now, man. He is. I like his line, man. I'm gonna ride with it on his hood, and let's ride with this 10 car and see how it gets around here. And Martinsville gets it right down in the corner, and then he moves up to where he puts those left side tires right on that black line in the pavement. And that's kind of where when I was practicing, that's where I was really finding my speed. If I was able to get my left tires on that black line in the middle of the pavement, that's where I was able to find most of my speed when I was practicing here last week. And Monster's hitting it almost perfect every single lap. He dives right on down in the corner and then moves just enough up the track and gets those left tires right on that black, and he just whips it around as he's now trying to get around this 3 car, and 3 car Dave already a lap down. Dave, out of respect, just kind of moves over for him, and the 10 car now just kind of barreling down on the 5 car as the 5 car Staxler is in 4th place. But they are they are really hoping that they see that green-white checkered of the end of the stage coming soon, which I guess it's got to be coming pretty soon. And now we've got a battle for 3rd, and that's between Kendricks and Stagslayer. Stagslayer's like, hey, I got the leader behind me here, Kendricks, so we got to go. Now, either you get going or I get going, or we both get going, but either way, I got to go.
Yeah, this is let Monster catch them quicker, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe he would have caught them just as quick. But.
Well, Monster is right there now on the heels of Stagslayer. And he's getting ready to put him a lap down as he looks underneath of him now. Stagslayer moves over, gives him the room, gives him the space. Now, I know Stagslayer wants to try to hold him off and fight him as much as he could, but just only so much you can do when that 10 car is just hooked up as well as he is. But now, if you're Stagslayer, you kind of hope that Kendricks can stay out front of the 10 car, at least until the end of the stage. And like I said, I don't know how many laps are left, but if there's only a few laps left, I mean, Stagslayer's got to be crossing his fingers and hoping that they can get to the end of the stage before Kendrick goes a lap down so he can get that lucky dog. But not sure if Kendricks is going to be able to hold the 10 car off long enough or get to the end, because that 10 car Monster is right on the bumper of that 21 of Kendricks. Man, this is the first time I've done a broadcast in a long time I haven't had a lap count.
Ooh, Monster got loose off of 4.
I saw that. He got control of it real quick, and that brought Stagslayer right back up on him. He got
loose off of 2 also, though.
Oh, and the Stagslayer went back around him. He got Stags. I don't know if Monster just. I think
he
Monster
got loose again off of 2.
Yeah, now that you see that 10 car starting to get loose here towards the end of stage 1, and Stagslayer able to get that lap back real quick. And like I said, don't forget, Stagslayer right here is in 4th. Kendricks in the 21 is 3rd. Snowden in the 9 is 2nd as we ride with our leader here in the 10 car, Monster, who is in 1st. Ooh, he got real loose off of 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that car is definitely...
Ooh, something happened with Stag and Kendricks. They're beating and banging.
Ooh,
Kendricks might have gotten that rumble strip again. That was turn 3 and 4. And I just caught the end of it, but it looked like 21 may have caught in that rumble strip and got him stacked up again.
You might be right on that. He got in the rumble strip there again just a little bit.
Yeah, the 5 was kind of all over his door there, but I think the 5 might be getting frustrated. He's trying to pass this guy, and I know Kendricks is doing all he can do, but
Yeah, Kendrick's doing everything.
It can get frustrating when Stagg is trying to save his lap, and and there it goes.
Kendrick got loose off of forehand, and that's going to give Kendrick is going to fight back and try to stay on that lead lap, which now here comes Stagg. Oh,
he's just got to enter these corners higher. I mean, he's got to stay away from the bottom of the track.
Well, there goes Kendrick. Kendrick's got wicked loose off a 2.
Yeah.
Went down and hit the inside barrier as Stagg Slayer actually went up and brushed the wall on the top side. But Stagg was able to take over that position, so moved Stagg Slayer up to 3rd and still in the lucky dog spot. So Stagg Slayer is looking good right now to get to the end of the stage to get that lap back.
Now Snowden's about to put Kendrick's a lap down.
Yeah, that's what it's like you read my mind, man.
Well, there's not much going on the track. Most of the field spread out.
You went exactly where I was going to go next. Was right to Snowden. You already know. See, and we just have that thing, that broadcaster thing, man. I mean, it was last summer. Like I said, man, it's been last summer since we were able to do a broadcast. But yeah, Snowden up here as he gets around Kendricks now, and obviously, if you're Snowden, you're hoping Stagg Slayer was able to hold him off for a little bit, as now they come up on Rodney in the 62. Rodney's already 1 lap down, so this isn't for position or anything. And man, this is so weird because I don't have any idea. This is really weird, not knowing have any idea. Oh, did we get to the end of the stage there?
Yeah, that's
Yep, there it is. I knew it had to be getting close.
Yeah, right?
I knew it had to be getting close, but chalk that stage up to Momster in the 10 car, Snowden in 2nd, Stagg Slayer in 3rd, but Stagg Slayer was a lap down in 3rd spot, but was a lucky dog. So Stagg Slayer will get that lap back, and we're going to have all but 3 cars out of 10 on the lead lap. That's how fast this 10 car has been getting around this track here in Martinsville.
He's been impressive. Got loose at the very end there. Might be interesting to see if that comes into play in the 3rd stage. But yeah, right now it's been his race. It's up to the rest of these guys to give him a run for his money. Otherwise, he's just gonna walk off into the sunset with it.
Now, I mean, since everybody every Stagg Slayer and Snowden and everybody has the opportunity to make adjustments, at the end of that stage. But also, so does Momster. So he has a chance to make.
Kendricks is out of the race. Kendricks is out of the race.
Whoa! What happened?
I don't know, but he's on pit road. He's done.
Oh, man. Yes, he is. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what happened there at the end of the stage. I don't know if engine trouble or electrical malfunction like I had last week. You hate to see that because he was up there racing with Stagg Slayer. And especially now that they're all grouped up and bunched together now. Trying to keep hold of everything, so that still leaves us the 3 on the lead lap. That's Momster in 1st, Snowden here in 2nd, Stagg Slayer in 3rd are the 3 cars on the lead lap. Here's a 19 car of Nowinski, last week's winner.
Momster's doing the same thing he did at the start of the race.
Yep.
So far, he's slowly pulling away and. In a couple laps, if it keeps going, he's going to be checked out again.
And Nowinski and Snowden look like they're kind of teaming up to try to prevent that from happening. Especially Nowinski trying to possibly work with Snowden to try to reel that 10 car in, because Nowinski, I believe, he's only 1 lap down, so he's trying to race his last back. If he's just a lap down, he's trying to race and get that lap back. But that 10 car, he does look like he's starting to pull away just a little bit, especially after these first few laps, and you get some heat built up in those tires. That car really, really comes in, you know, the way that you want it to the best. At least that's why I kind of felt it in my car when I was practicing. A lot of times here at Martinsville, you know, the first couple of laps, you know, once you get some heat in those tires, then the car really feels good.
Yeah, once I can start kind of turning it with the brakes, that's when it comes in.
Well, Monster again is checking out, as he's already got a half a straightaway on Snowden. He's just in cruise control, man. No, I don't. It's almost kind of a. I mean, if you're Monster, you're almost kind of in a boring race. What's that?
Stack lagged out.
Oh man, now we're down 2.
Yep.
Oh man, and he was running third. He was the third car, then the third and last car on the lead lap.
There's not a lot of fast cars, and we're losing them.
Oh man, these lags. Oh man. First Kendricks and then Stag Slayer, both two of the guys that are running up there in the top 4, racing each other, both out now. Man. Oh man.
And one's a Wood Brothers car, one's a Hendrick car, so you know, can't be something. It's got to be 2 different issues, right? Can't be an organizational issue.
And yeah,
my attempted humor.
Yeah, Stag Slayer just messaged back and he said he just lost power. Lost power to the entire car.
Yeah, that's rough. It's happened to me before. My wheel just wouldn't work. Come back from a caution, drop the green, and press the pedal, and car don't go. It's a rough feeling. Nothing you can do about it. Smooth Puppy and Lewis here. Rodney in the mix. Battling it out. Nowinski behind. I wonder what happened to Nowinski. He was back up with Snowden. But a little contact there from 48. Some short track stuff.
Yeah, good old short track racing. Got a good view.
I wouldn't mind seeing
got a
just
good view of it.
Just a little bit more of it. I mean.
Well, let's see. As far as a running order, I can say that Monster is first.
He's definitely leading.
And the Monster is in a zip code of his own. Snowden is second.
Can't even see second place.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to take his car to the R&D center this week.
Yeah, I think
see what he's got under there.
I think Nowinski's third.
Tear the thing down.
No, maybe not. No.
He might be because Stagg and Kendricks lagged out, and Nowinski has. Yeah, I know he was a lap down, but everyone was a lap down except for Kendricks and. Did Stagg get his lap? Yeah, I think Kendricks and Stagg got their lap. No, I don't know. But regardless, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, Snowden right now. Snowden and Monster are the only ones with a lap down. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nowinski is in third, even though he's got Snowden right behind him. You know, but Nowinski's got that lap down. I think that's what it is because I know Rodney, I believe, went down 2. Along with Dave Ace, David Dubose, and Lewis. And I think Smooth Puppy might be running 4th, I think. That's my guess.
It would make sense. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Your
guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, we'll wait till the end of stage 2 when they rack them back up for the start of stage 3 to find out who is where. But I mean, we know who the top 2 are. And here, Monster's already gone around the track, and he's already starting to put some guys down. He's got Super Dave Ace right in front of him, Rodney and Lewis. Oh, Super Dave just turned it sideways, turn right there in turn 1 and 2.
You got some heavy damage to the front end.
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to make sure he got out of the way of the 10 car, and he looked like he hit that seam there in the pavement and turned him right sideways and smacked right into the wall. And that's man, definitely hate seeing that. That really sucks. But no, there's some lagging going there. We got some more storms coming down. That's some lag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty.
That 10 car is probably screaming.
Yeah,
at the gods right now.
Oh man.
Screaming at the racing gods.
Hopefully it can iron out a little bit. Oh. Yeah, as soon as I say that.
The fortunate thing is that there's not much battles for position. So they can kind of give each other extra room. Unless it's Snowden and Monster battle. And that's the only battle that would be for position right now.
Right.
Snowden ain't anywhere near Monster right now.
I forgot the rules on it. When is a race official?
I'll have to look
for
that
the
up.
rules of FTR. I mean, is it?
I will have to look that up.
I would have to look that. Oh, the 22's around right in front of the leader. That was a 22 of David Dubose. He's up against the wall now with a lot of heavy damage to the 22 car. Definitely looked like a lag. The storm got to him. He hit the lag storm. So we're definitely having big issues here with the lagging going on. David's coming down the pit road now because he got.
All right, I got the rule for you.
All right, go ahead. What's the rule?
In the event the lobby starts lagging really bad to the point we can't continue to race, if we are over halfway, we will revert back to the previous lap for final results. If we have not reached halfway point, we will forfeit race and restart at another date available.
Ah, so it is the halfway point.
Now let's remember, I feel like there is some flexibility in that, considering what we did last week in Pro. You know, we decided to start another lobby and finish the race. So I think what this is saying is, in the worst case where we decide to call the race, where FTR would decide to call the race and not continue, that would be, it would, if you're over halfway, go back to the previous lap, otherwise restart.
Wow, okay.
So halfway, that's what we need to figure out now.
Right, that's where we're
so 250,
in the win with.
Where would lap 1, yeah, but we don't even know the lap count, so.
Nope.
Yeah, so.
Nope, so that only those guys know if they're at the halfway point or not. But I think that's an excellent rule, to be honest with you. I think that's an excellent rule.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the same as if it's raining in real life.
I mean, even especially, you get past, 3/4 or 2/3. If you're all the way through stage 2 and well into stage 3 and everything goes south as far as the lag, that's why the rule is there, man. So I definitely agree with that. So we'll see. I don't know.
But like I said, last week we kept trying, and we started a lobby in the pro race at Homestead, and we ran the third stage, a completely different lobby, and it worked. Right. And also we ran a whole stage 2 there where it was just entire lag. So anybody's final position in stage 2 was kind of just random. Right. So that was kind of a situation where I feel like the right thing was to run another stage, because the finishing positions would have been, completely unfair, because everybody was where they was based on where the lag put them,
Right.
It's just the whole leg issue is just the whole. It's such a stupid. It feels like such a simple problem, right? Like all other game servers. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to get on a rant about this, but it just.
Well,
it's a
I
mess
agree
when
with
it
you more.
happens. It's really tough. These guys, with all the work that these guys put into their cars and guys put into the league, running the league, the admins and the broadcasters. It's rough when you have a situation like that. There's so many things.
Yeah,
There's no perfect solution, right?
Right, when something especially out of your control.
Yeah, and you put all this work into your car and you get wrecked because of lag and it ruins your week, and it's somebody's fault. Nothing you can do about it. Like,
right. Well, like you said, I mean, it's different. You just kind of make the call, based off of what the drivers want to do and the admins and the owner. But it kind of looks like things have kind of cleared up a little bit now. I knock on wood when I say that. But it doesn't. It looks like things have kind of cleared up a little bit, at least on my end from what I'm seeing over here.
Yeah, you also got to remember, there's times where we see lag on the broadcast, and they're not even seeing it on the race itself.
Right.
So.
Right. I saw that a couple of weeks ago for the Elite Series when I was watching the broadcast of the. What was it? Was it the Elite? No. I don't know. It may have been the Pro. It might have been the Pro I was watching. You could see lag. I think it was the Pro because you could see lag on the. No, it was the Elite. It was the Elite because I was doing the broadcast with Luggy, and I saw lag on my screen as I'm doing the broadcast. But I was on, on the stream that I was watching. I didn't see any lag at all in the stream that I was watching. So, I guess it all kind of really depends on. Who's it is, but another 3 cars around again. That's Dave Ace on the backstretch, right in front of the entrance to pit road, and he's trying to get the thing going here. And he's just a little stuck here at the moment. I don't know what caused it.
I don't mean to laugh, Dave.
There he goes. I got it. Now he's going to go down pit road. Nope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He
did.
did.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He said, "Yeah, I'll go down pit road." Why not? You got to get things fixed up. Try to get it fixed up. He's got a lot of damage to the hood of that 3 car. A lot of damage. But let's try to check in on things. So Monster is our leader. The 9 car of Snowden is in second. I want to say Nowinski in the 19 is third. Don't hold me to it, but I think that's what it is. And then I think Smooth Puppy is fourth. Like I said, I could be wrong, and they could be flip-flopped the other way, but I'm not sure. I think that's what the running order is. Oh, man, it just makes me wonder, man, what I don't know if I gotta say, I wish, man, it's definitely frustrating when I know I should be in that 17 car and I'm up here in the booth. Love being, don't get me wrong, man, I've been wanting to get in the booth with you and do another race ever since last summer. But, man, I'm just wondering what, if I was able to finish practice and dial in the car I had, and was able to continue it all the way through the week up until tonight, just makes you wonder, wonder would I be able to have anything at all? I don't know, probably not, but
you're just a racer, man. I hear you.
Yeah,
you just got the racer mindset. I kind of wish I could be out there right now, see what I could do.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like a regular athlete, a professional athlete, who's got an injury or something like that, and they can't play because of an injury.
You're a professional athlete, Shady. I know. I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you. Me too, man. I can relate.
But
I'm a physical specimen,
Because you got to sit on the
people don't get it.
Right, you got to sit on the sidelines while, the guys that you should be playing against or racing against are out on the track racing, and you should be out there racing with them, and there's
I know
not a daggone thing you can do about it.
Oh, trust me, I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'll be back next week, though. I promise you that. I'll be back next week. Where are we at? Where's what? I gotta.
Texas.
We got Texas next week?
Oh, yeah, we got Texas next week.
Ooh, that could be a good one. That could be good. Texas is a good track, right in my wheelhouse.
I don't like Texas.
I could do
Texas is just I'm going into the swear jar for this one, but Texas is just a shitty Charlotte. It really is. They tried to do things bigger and better in Texas and make a better Charlotte, and they failed.
Oh, I don't think I disagree with you, because you're very right on that. But yeah, I mean, I like Texas, man. The last car I had there, man. I had a really, really good tune for that car. So I'm actually, that's good news that we'll be at Texas next week. That's good news for me.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Okay, and JD, thanks, JD. Yeah, JD put in the comments that the halfway point looks to be officially is at the end of stage 2. So,
okay.
I believe
the
halfway point is at the end of stage 2. So I don't know how many laps we have left now, but I think they're probably coming close to the end of stage 2. But looks like that little lag storm that we had has kind of moved off to the coast a little bit. But Monster is still dominating in first, way out in the own zip code by himself. Snowden is
literally nothing else happening.
And I'm trying to find something here. Let's check in with Snowden in second. And like I said, I want to say that that Nowinski is third. I really want to say that. And he's in third, as he's actually starting to catch up to. Look like,
I'm gonna call. Listen, I'm gonna do a little bit of a call out right here. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna call out this Pro Am series. Some of these drivers need to start showing up, man. We need a few more cars in these fields. I mean,
big wreck between Nowinski. They were able to actually keep it straight. Nowinski and Rodney. Rodney got really, really loose and went up and bumped up in the wall and came down right in front of Nowinski. Good job on both of their part, getting it straightened out and not having either one of them spin.
I mean, this is good racing, man. Like, this is good racing. It's just we got 3 or 4 more cars, kind of, fill up this short track, get a few more battles going. Like, yeah, this is good racing. I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, like, come on, Pro Am guys. We also have some lag outs, so.
Yeah, we have some lag outs.
We lost 2 really fast cars.
Yeah, we had some, the 2 lag outs with Kendricks and Stag Slayer in the garage, and I mean, even like I said, I'll be back next week, and
oh, that's right, we're missing you.
And hopefully,
come on, Shady.
Hopefully,
damn it, Shady.
Hopefully, Lugnut will be back as well. So, but I know that there are some other guys.
Right.
That are out with from work purposes and a lot of work.
Yeah, no, it happens.
Responsibilities and stuff. But no, you're right, man. I definitely like to have the the 13 to 16.
Looks like the end of the stage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at least 13.
Yeah, like the 13 to 16.
That's where it's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, definitely race. 13. But that's end of stage 2, y'all. Stage 2 now complete in the books, and surprise, surprise, that number 10 car of Monster.
Yeah, and I'm over here, I'm kind of taken away from Monster, because if he didn't lap most of the field, then, we'd have more of a race. But that's also, I don't mean to overlook what he's done tonight. He's been dominant, and he's got one more stage to go, the longest one. We're going to have a pit stop in this one. Yeah. We saw his car getting very loose at the very end of the run last time. I don't know if that'll come into play. I think he's got enough. I think the fuel window works out where he can, make his pit before his car gets too bad. But who knows? Maybe some adjustments from Snowden here. Nowinski, I think, is probably back on the lead lap now, right? I would assume so if he was only one lap down.
So, but he's showing in third spot, in a third position, so looks like it. He's in third. Lewis is
big bump from Dave Ace.
Oh, now Snowden On the outside, Snowden trying to get around that 10 car. Snowden wanted to get around that 10 car and get him behind him.
Nowinski clears him.
And now Nowinski clears the 9 car. I believe that puts Nowinski to second place now.
He looks like he's on the lead lap. He looks like he's on a mission.
I think he is. He's definitely in second. He won last week, so he's riding high on a lot of momentum, getting that win last week at Homestead. So he's riding high on that momentum. But he might better get on that horse, because that 10 car is starting to slowly but surely put an inch by inch in space in between them. Oh man, the 9 car of Snowden, he really tried to get around that 10 car on that restart and just wasn't able to. But he really gave it hell trying to get in front of that 10 car. And I mean,
yeah, because he knows if he doesn't do it right on the restart, that's what's going to happen. The 10's just going to pull away like he's done on every other start.
Yeah, I mean, he knows
he had to go for it there.
Yeah, pretty much the
if
only
you get
shot.
in front of him, sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you, but if you get in front of him on the restart here, you never know. You might be able to hold him up just a bit to be able to kind of even the tires out a little bit more. You never know. That's your only shot is getting him on the restart there.
Right.
At this point, from what you've seen, but like at the same time, you also anything can happen from here. It's a long race.
Right.
But just from where Snowden's sitting, that's his opportunity on that restart to try to gain track position on him.
Right, and especially to add to that, being right on a restart, if Snowden was able to get that 10 car behind him and get him into a little bit of traffic, everybody knows that the car is always going to run and feel and handle a little bit different in traffic, and compared to being out front and running the line that you want to run it, the way that you want to run it.
And Monster hasn't been behind anybody all night, except for lap cars.
Right, so I definitely would have done the same as Snowden and trying to get that 10 car at least behind, at least he was definitely wanting that 10 car behind him, try to get him in the traffic a little bit, and just, because you never know, like you said, man, I mean, get back in traffic a little bit, or that
10 car has literally never had to pass anybody all night. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have pit stops, so now that might change it, so that's part of it, because there were no pit stops for the first 2 stages, but
I don't think it'll matter. I think by the time pit stops
no, I don't think it'll matter as far as... Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he'll be so far out front, it probably won't really much. I mean, it'll matter to the guys. It'll matter to Nowinski and to Snowden, who are battling for that second position. And Nowinski has actually put a lot of distance between he and Snowden. So Nowinski's, whatever adjustments he made, he went the right way on him, because he's now got almost a half a straightaway on Snowden and trying to keep pace with the 10 car, as he's only about a half a straightaway behind the 10 car. So doing everything he can to try to keep that 10 car in view. And so far, doing a real good job of it, man. I've been real impressed with Nowinski. Really impressed with Winsk.
Yeah, he's a good driver. I practiced with him quite a bit. He he had the hot seat the other night. He's a really solid driver. Hey, he has raced in FTR before, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he's been in FTR for a while.
Yeah, I haven't raced with him ever, but
he had an issue
my
where
first time seeing him.
He had maybe an issue there, where he got caught in the bushes once or twice, but that's all right.
Ah, yeah, that happens. We've all had those phases.
He just happened to be the one that got caught.
Yeah. Understandable.
Oh,
but
man.
no, he's been a solid driver, like I said.
Yeah.
He's definitely stuck out to me. Like I said, I didn't know him until started racing and practicing with him, and he's some tough competition.
Yeah, and as pissed off as I was, having to back out of that race last week at Homestead for mechanical issues, I was really, really happy and excited to see Nowinski get that win. I really was. He's worked hard, man. He's worked really, really hard and has done a very, very good job. And the only thing it's done, man, is make the Pro-Am even more competitive and just adds more competition to this series. And it's great to see. It really is great to see that. And he's doing good.
No, that was a cough. Sorry.
Okay. He's doing a real good job, man. I mean, he's doing everything he can to try to keep that 10 car in view. And I mean, it's still there. It's a little bit more than a half a straightaway now, but he's still right there. So I mean, he's made some adjustments, and he went the right way on him, and he's doing everything he can, and he's just putting together a really good race, man. Really good race for him tonight. And this is following up last week where he got the win, so if he's able to get a second, finish this race in the top 2 and get second and a runner-up, that's going to bode very, very well for him in the points. It's not gonna help with me because he'll probably end up leapfrogging me. But that's okay. I'd be happy to see it, honestly, man. He's a good dude, gone a good way. And same with Rodney. Your dark horse tonight, Rodney, man. This is just a real tough track. But I've been very, very impressed with Rodney this season too, man, and seeing the speed that Rodney's had this year already, and just the handful of races that we've had this season. That really, really good to see Rodney have a little bit of quite a bit of speed and really put some races together.
In racing with him for 2 seasons, he's been picking up. He's been gaining the speed gradually, but now he's really harnessed, like, controlling that speed consistently, like lap after lap.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was he always had fast cars, but it was he would have moments here where he would kind of lose control of it, and then it was hard for him to regain control. But he's really, and as I say that, I give him the announcer jinx, and he gets loose off of 2 as I ride with him. So that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, but he got
great job, Rodney. Keep it up. I'm not going to jinx the guy.
No, exactly what you said. Exactly what you said.
His consistency has really improved, and racing around people, like, he's able to consistently battle with fast guys now, and I feel like he keeps that up by the end of this season. You made, like I said with you, once you make the top 10 in playoffs, if you're first, you might as well be 10th. It don't matter. So if you're in, you got the same shot as everybody else.
Right. All you need is a ticket to the dance, and that's all it takes. But
yep.
Yeah, man. Just like you said.
Then you just got to worry about wooing the girl.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a whole
where
different,
that's where the finesse comes
story.
in.
That's a whole different story in itself. But
once you're there, you can.
Yep. And here comes the 10 car around the 48 and Rodney in the 62. And the 48 took advantage of that. Smooth Puppy took advantage of it. And looks like he made the pass on the 62. I don't know if that was for a position or not. I think this 48 car is in 4th spot. You got Monster as first, then Nowinski in 2nd, Snowden in 3rd, and I believe that's going to put Smooth Puppy here in the 48 in 4th. And Smooth Puppy's another one, man. It's really like kind of like with Rodney, man. And going back to Rodney, that really good to see. Like, you hit the nail kind of on the head, that he's really gotten really good, gotten much, much better at control of the car. And like we saw, he got loose there off of turn 2 just a moment ago, but was able to wheel himself out of it and to keep it straight and keep it going. But also what's been very impressive with Rodney this season, that's been awesome to see, is not just the speed that he's been able to have and the control that he's been able to get, but also the fact that he's actually making adjustments and going the right way and making his car better as the race is going on. And that's been one of his Achilles heel is not knowing and not getting the help, or just to know exactly what adjustment to make the car better. And he was just kind of almost stuck there, knowing that your car is loose or tight or whatever, but not knowing exactly how to fix it.
Yeah, I think that's where your confidence and in your abilities as a driver really comes in.
Yeah.
Like when you start figuring out how to make your car better throughout the race, when you start taking a really crappy day and getting a solid finish out of it from, adjusting your car and adjusting whatever you're doing throughout the race, like that's when you really start to kind of come into yourself as a driver, right?
Right, and especially a track like this, man. And as you said, Niz, that this track is a really, really tough track. really, really tough track because the track is changing, your car is changing, and just so it's just tough all the way around. And he's just doing. I mean, hats off to Rodney, man. He's just doing a really, really good job. And I've been really, like I said, been really impressed with him, man. It's been fun racing with him, and look forward to the rest of the season racing with him. And you know, kind of same with Smooth Puppy here. And you know, Smooth Puppy, as we talked, you know, before the race, you know, he's got himself. Oh, he gets real loose there off of the corner, off of turn 2 there, and he's got some wins, and I mean, more than one. He's got multiple wins in FTR. And, you know, it's great to see him back in the Pro-Am and back in FTR and running well. And showing a lot of speed, been racing a lot around each other, he and I, and it's been a lot of fun, man. I have a ton of respect for him as well. And it's been a lot of fun racing with the guy, I tell you what. I mean, just enjoys racing, and I mean, he's going to be real challenging. He's going to be fighting for a lot of wins and competing for wins this season as well, man. And I mean, you believe, mark my words, you know, put it down now. Keep an eye on Smooth Puppy when we get to Texas next week.
I don't doubt it. It's been solid, like I said earlier. I'm going to take a quick commercial break here.
All right.
Give me about 2 minutes.
Go for it.
I hope I don't miss anything.
I don't think you're going to miss much here. As I'm just going to ride here with Nowinski. Nowinski still in second in front of Snowden. There was the interval. There's Snowden back there. So there's the interval between Nowinski and Snowden. That's the interval between Nowinski in second and Snowden in third. Hey, what's up? I shoot? No, sir. I am high and dry a little bit tonight, my friend. I had a mechanical issue with my pedals last week at Homestead, and they are still they're still having a malfunction. So, waiting on some new hardware to come in. So hopefully, I'll get some new hardware coming in later this week, and I'll be back out on the track next week at Texas. So, I had the night off and being stuck in the garage, so I had the opportunity to climb up here in the booth with my dog B Nizzy. So I never turn that down. I get a chance to be in the booth with B Nizzy. So yeah, gonna be up here tonight, but yeah, I'll be back on the track next Tuesday night. And yeah, checking in with Nowinski here, who's still in second. And looks like that 10 car is definitely checked out. You have the 10 of Monster in his own zip code, has dominated this race, won the pole, won stage 1, won stage 2, and has already pulled away from the field again here in stage 3. Pretty much on cruise control to get a win here tonight. Got a little bit of loose right there off of turn 2. That we are in stage 3. We haven't had the green flag pit stops yet, so that gives you an idea of where we're at in stage 3. I don't have a stream to look on as far as a lap count or an official leaderboard, so we're kind of just kind of winging it as far as that. But knowing the length of the stage, we are in stage 3, and these guys have not yet pitted, so we still got a good little ways to go here in stage 3. But Monster is in first. Nowinski looks like he's in second. Snowden is in third as of right now, but I think he's about to have a challenge from Smooth Puppy in the 48, and I believe that is for position, because I believe the 48 of Smooth Puppy is racing for position. I could be wrong on that here, but I think this could be for position between Snowden and Smooth Puppy, but it might not be. Smooth Puppy might be a lap down still behind Snowden, and even though that Smooth Puppy might be in fourth, right behind Snowden, he still might be a lap down. So even if you were able to pass Snowden and make the pass, it might not necessarily be a pass for that third position. So we'll We will find out when we get to the end of this race tonight. But right now,
What I miss?
Right now, Snowden is still in third. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Ah, nothing.
Nah, you didn't miss anything.
All right.
You're still just kind of cruising around. Waiting for
no
the
pit stops yet, right?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, that's what we're just waiting on is that round of green flag stops. So, I can't remember how many laps worth of fuel was it like 60, 61, I think, something like that.
I believe no, it's more than 64. I think because 64 was the 13% race, and there was still fuel left. I believe it's around 70 or something.
Okay.
Maybe high 60s, low 70s. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it is 64, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 64.
Okay. 'Cause yeah, I didn't even get enough practice in to even it. So it looked like Happy in the chat said about 72-ish.
Yeah,
Saying about 70 laps, give or take, for a fuel tank. So once we get to the green flag pit stops, you know that they've gone, give or take 70 laps when they get into the fuel. Well, maybe a few laps of that, yeah. But about 70 when they do pit. But still, that's pretty much the same.
That's like right. Isn't that like right halfway for? Well, okay. So if halfway of 250 would be what, 175. So 175 laps, 72. So they only have to pit once?
Yeah, just the once.
Wait a minute.
0, 0, and 1 is the pit stops for tonight.
I never liked that.
Yeah, just the one pit stop in stage 3.
I know they have to. I'm saying, like, can they make it only once? Because wait a minute, they got 175.
Well, go back to.
Take away 72. Right, you got 100.
That's what I was about to say. I was trying to say go back to Sunday night, but Sunday night you guys had to restart things, didn't you? There's 125.
Yeah, we pit a couple times because of cautions.
Happy just said 125 laps in stage 3. So yeah, you go.
I'm
70.
Started, man. I'm saying 175 is half of 250. just mute my mic.
I thought there was something with that.
Mute my mic.
Well, we were just talking. I just went with it. It don't matter. Hey, you know what? We're not mathematicians here. I mean,
yeah. So one stop.
Right. I'll be the first to admit math was not my greatest.
That's what I was saying, but you were trying to like imply that it was wrong, Shady. So I was just trying to cover for Shady here. I knew it was. I knew 125 is half 250.
Oh man, well, Snowden got loose, way loose. He got on the rumble strip up into the wall. Not gonna really hurt him much. I mean, he's not gonna lose any time, any more time. I might be losing a little bit of time. Is that Nowinski? Yeah, that is Nowinski in front of him. So it actually probably did hurt him a little bit because Nowinski was in second, and you see Nowinski right up there going around 1 and 2 now. And Snowden is in third, so Snowden is trying to run that 19 down, and he's really going for it too. He got into that rumble strip, and that was got him right up into the wall. But and I think, like I said, I think Smooth Puppy is still in fourth, and I think that would probably leave Rodney in fifth. And then would be maybe Dave Ace in sixth, and Lewis Racing in seventh, and David Dubose in eighth. That's my best guess on the last of the running order. Well, we do know that Monster's in first, Nowinski is second, and Snowden is in third. So we do know the top three. And Snowden now is really catching in and really bringing in that 19 car. I think that 19 car may have been pushing so hard, so fast in the beginning of stage 3 to try to catch that 10 car that he wore it out. He burned up. He used everything up.
It's possible.
I think he may have used everything up because now this 9 car is right on him. And here comes Nowinski in the pit stop now. So here comes Nowinski
I was gonna
down
say, I
the
don't
pit.
think we're too far off.
So green flag stops now finally being made as Nowinski, the first one down on pit road. And why not? I mean, hey, you throw a short, change it up a little bit and maybe do a short pit, maybe get lucky. Who knows? Worth a shot.
Yep, could get lucky. Yeah.
Now here comes Nowinski now in his pit. And he gets in there. And so does Rodney. Here comes Rodney in the 62. He's coming down. And also the leader in the 10 car and Snowden as well. So the 3 leaders all coming down pit road as the 10, as Nowinski is now out and the 10 car is now in as he's pulling into his stall now. The 9 car right behind him as he's now coming down pit road and about to enter his stall. So the 10 car is still going to be in first no matter what as this style cycles, as kind of hang out with Smooth Puppy now as he's getting ready to come up on Lewis Racing. Let's get on the 78. There's Lewis. As he's got a couple guys there. He's got the 62 of Rodney and Smooth Puppy. And Rodney now out of the pit. So Rodney's going to have fresh tires, so he's going to zoom right on by probably of Lewis. Lewis is another guy, very green, but I've seen him get better and better as this beginning of the season. And he's one of those guys, I think, as we get towards the end of the season, he'll be a completely different driver at the end of the season than he was at the beginning of the season. And I mean that in a real good way, I think, because he's only getting better and better. And the more he races and the better he gets, the more he learns. He's been doing a good job so far, and just really been doing a real good job as he's just trying to get out of the way here. The 62 is the 62 of Rodney with the fresh tires, also with the 10 car right behind him with the fresh tires. Smooth Puppy is still yet to pit, I believe. Smooth Puppy still hasn't made his pit stop, unless that he was able to sneak in and sneak out without us seeing him, which is always a possibility. Well, where's that 9 car? There we go. There's Nowinski of the 19 and the 9 car of Snowden right behind him. Now, this is the only battle on the track right now, and the only battle for position is between the 9 and the 19, and Snowden in the 9 and Nowinski of the 19. This is for second spot, as Nowinski has it. Snowden wants it, but Snowden's gonna have a battle on his hands, because Nowinski ain't gonna just give it up, especially after getting that win last week at Miami, getting his first win. It was awesome to see. So Nowinski's got that momentum, so he's just gonna hand over second position after getting first last week, especially with the points that he's just capitalizing on with such good finishes. But Snowden is going to give him all he's got here. Let's see if Snowden can capitalize on it. Now, Nowinski's got that diamond pattern really working for him in this stage. He kind of goes in and then lets it roll up. He got that diamond to it. Oh, and Snowden get right up into him. And here comes Snowden. Got a good run in the turn 2. Snowden got a really good run as he pulls up alongside the 19 and now makes the pass. So puts Snowden back in the second and Nowinski in third. As just saw the 48 of Smooth Puppy now finally come down pit road. So here comes Smooth Puppy now in the 48 down pit road. Also with Lewis Racing. Lewis looks like he's coming out of pit road. Or no, he looks like he's coming in pit road. But The only battle so far that's still on the track is between Snowden here in second and now Nowinski, who's now in third. And the 10 car, the leader, the 10 car is out there somewhere by himself. There he is. Yeah, he's almost all by his lonesome. As he's coming up on, looks like Smooth Puppy in the 48. The Smooth Puppy just came out of the pit road, just came off the pit road. So he should have some fresh tires. You still there, Dizzy?
Yeah, I'm here. I apologize.
Oh, okay, no worries, no worries.
Got a bit distracted by some
no worries at all.
personal issues.
Sure
Nothing
right.
serious,
Sure
just
right.
some stuff I had to get distracted by.
No, no worries, no worries. I just didn't want to make sure you didn't fall asleep, you know.
No. I'm right here with you. Just give me a second.
Okay. Well, we actually have a battle for position going on still. It's 9 car and a 19 between Snowden and Nowinski, still kind of going at it here. And towards the end of stage 3, things are definitely kind of winding down since we've now had our pit stall, or our green flag pit stop, which probably happened around lap 70 of stage 3. So that was about 50 or so laps ago, when those guys were making a green flag. So we're probably under 50 to go now. So things are kind of winding down here. And, big contact made, and Nowinski's going to give right back at much respect to Nowinski on that. Absolute respect to Nowinski on that. He got into the corner and just kind of missed the braking point and got into Snowden completely accidentally and pushed the 9 car up, but he didn't even take the position, just gave it right back to 9 car, and that's one of the great things. That's absolutely admire and respect Nowinski. Very, very clean racer. Now, I have nothing but respect for him, and that's the exact reason why he could have just taken that position and kind of laughed at Snowden as he drove away, kind of deal with the old bump and run. But that's not the way Nowinski races, and he just missed the braking point, got into the 9 car a little bit, gave it right back fair, and say, hey, you know, if I'm going to take the position, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to take it fair and square. Absolutely class act on Nowinski's part. Love to see it. Let's kind of check in around and see what's going on here. Now we check into the 10 car, and here's the 10 car right behind the battle that we were just watching for second and third, and there they are right there. There is Snowden and Nowinski. Snowden in second, Nowinski in third, and we are riding with the first place car. So the Monster is less than half a straightaway away from officially lapping the field. If Monster gets around these two guys, then he has, at that point, officially lapped the field. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, some good racing here now with the 19 and 9 here. 19 runs up the track a bit, not too much.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is the best battle that we've got going on the track, and I'm riding with the guy that's right behind him, and that's the leader. The leader is
where you know driver relationships can get tested. You don't want the relationship to hit the breaking point.
No, you don't want to get to there.
I don't think they're at that point yet.
Yeah, you don't want to get to there. You don't want to get to there. Cheaper to keep her. These guys, man, really difficult. I'm riding with Monster right here now. He's right behind Nowinski and Snowden, who those guys are just trading, fight going back and forth. And Monster, he's just sitting back here watching this. But if Monster does get around these guys, if he's able to get around
Monster
this
is out there just completely free and just by himself, free, independent, single car. He's living life right now. He's living the dream. He's gotten away from the mess.
Yeah, considering the fact that he's right behind the second place car. And if he gets around these two guys, then he would officially lap the field. And Snowden right now is in the second spot, and Nowinski is in the third spot. So I don't think Monster's not even trying. I mean, he's just sitting there. He's just watching this battle unfold.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is quite this is impressive. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen this. The leader chasing down P2 and 3. Credit to Monster, man. It's a statement race for him. I mean, has anyone led a lap besides Monster tonight? Maybe during the pit cycle, even? No, right?
Not even during the pit cycle.
Has anybody ever done that in FTR? Can we get somebody to check the records if anybody's listening who has the record book? Or
I don't know. You'd have to definitely confer with the admins on that. JD or JD Eagles or Billy. One of those guys. Those three guys have been part of FTR since the beginning. So if anybody would know, it would be them. But no, nobody has led a single lap other than Monster tonight. He's won the pole, won stage 1, won stage 2, has led every single lap in this entire race. To my knowledge, like I said, there's looking at it, because there's no way that anybody, well, I don't know. I mean, unless, yeah, there's no way, because I know that Smooth Puppy is more than one lap down, so I don't think even Smooth Puppy could have led a lap when Monster went into pits. So I think he's led every single lap.
Well, they're gonna have to change the grandfather clock to a mom clock. We're just trying to fill the void, folks. Void that the 10 has left between himself and the entire field.
Yeah. I wonder what's going through. I gotta ask him. When you go the interview.
He probably is thinking about his interview right now. He's probably thinking about, what am I gonna say?
Yeah. I gotta just ask
him. Who do I gotta thank?
That's what I was
myself.
Asking. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of having a good little laugh to himself as he's just looking out the windshield and watching Nowinski and Snowden kind of go at it. We got a little bit loose there off of 4, but yeah, he's just watching those two guys go back and forth here.
He keeps getting loose off of 2 though now.
And we saw that.
As long as he doesn't wreck it, I don't think he's gonna have a problem. I mean, he can pretty much just coast through the corners and gas it back up when he's got the car straight.
Yeah, unless something majorly happens. Unless something majorly happens, but yeah, I mean, you can just even be careful and be all right. No, here comes Nowinski, got pretty loose off of turn 4, but the 9 pushes up in turn 1 and 2, and Nowinski closes right back up on this 9 car in the backstretch, going into 3. Trying to get underneath of this 9 car, and trying to make it, and Snowden wants to shut the door a little bit. Nowinski's going to work here, is putting the muscle on him and putting the bumper in there, and getting that bumper down, and Snowden sees it. He's putting the pressure on this 9 car now. The laps have definitely got to be winding down. We've got to be getting here towards the end, so I know it's kind of now or never for Nowinski. If he's going to be able to grab this second spot from Snowden, he's going to have to he's probably going to have to make it happen here, you know, within the next couple of laps, or he's going to run out of time. I'll tell you what, that Snowden himself also has had a really, really good race tonight. And he running second pretty much all of stage 1, but they're in the middle of the race in the beginning of stage 3. Had fallen back to 3rd spot and was pretty far behind. I mean, had about a full straightaway, at least a full straightaway behind the 19 of Nowinski, and was able to run Nowinski down, and was finally able to run him down and make the pass and get around him. And here's the 9 car now in second, and starting to put a little distance now between he and Nowinski, as this thing really starting to wind down here, as Nowinski's doing everything he can to get up to this 9 car, to get back up to this 9 car. Nowinski getting a little bit loose there off of the corners. So this car really starting to get loose now. And Snowden looks like he's gotten nice and snug right off of the corner. Is able to keep it. So Nowinski trying to make a charge, though. He's trying to make a charge. He's trying to get back on him. Nowinski kind of looks like he starts to reel him in just a little bit, but just as he does, it looks like Snowden's able to just kind of get away right as the 19 is able to reel him in and get right on up to him. Nowinski's just hoping for a mistake. That's all. And Nowinski's just hoping that Snowden just makes one little mistake where he can capitalize on it. Now Nowinski looking to the high side here. He try to take a look to the high side. If the low side won't work, we'll take a look to the high side. Why not? Now, what happened to the 10 car?
What do you mean?
There he is. Okay, 10 car. I don't know what happened to the 10 car. He was right behind.
He keeps getting really, really loose off the corner, off of turn 2, and he's losing ground.
Yeah, that's what it is. He was there. He was right there a second ago, and as soon as I looked up, he wasn't there. I was like, oh no. I know he's right here. He's still. I mean, like we were saying, man, he's got that kind of a lead, because you can still see Snowden and Nowinski right in front of him here. So you know he might be lost a little bit of ground, but he knows he's still got the entire track for them guys to. He's got the entire track of a lead, really. So he can just put that sucker in cruise control and almost coast this thing home. We've got to be getting close to the end here. Snowden able to, oh, Rodney back up, and oh, Rodney, here the lag got into it again, and the lag storm's rearing its ugly head again. Oh man, and Nowinski is going to, and Nowinski's going to be the one that gets the worst out of that, at a lag, and Rodney was in the lag, and all of a sudden it just shut him up. And is that the end of the race?
No, I thought so too. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is.
Is that? I think it's the end of the race.
That is the end of the race.
That's the end. I think it's the end.
Who won?
Who won?
I couldn't tell.
I'm going to take a wild stab at it and say this guy in a 10 car Monster won it.
Yep, so he won it pretty good.
Oh man, I tell you what, man, Nowinski, a good thing is that, man, whew, it could have been disastrous for Nowinski, that lag right there at the end, but congratulations to Monster on getting the win tonight in the FTR Pro Am. And it looked like it was Snowden in second and Nowinski in third. And Monster with a fast time of 19.085.
That's a fast lap.
Yes, it is.
3/10 fast. Oh no, well,
Yeah.
2/10 faster than the next fastest time.
I was 3/10 faster than what I was able to get. Now, of course, I was out. I didn't have a week to practice, but man, I don't even if I had a whole year to practice, I wasn't going to catch that 10 car tonight. I promise you that. But let's wait till these guys get on in here. There's Nowinski, and now just need you know what? Let me make sure. Let's gotta make sure that Monster has a you guys got Monster on your invite, because I'm gonna make sure he has an invite. I'm not sure if he's been in the booth before or not. Let me see here. Oh man. You got any of you guys got him on your friends? Oh man. Alright, y'all, bear with me just a second here as I just waiting so we can get our winner up in here. Where is there? Oh man. Got a little problem getting. We gotta get Monster in here, man. All right, let me see here. All right, Monster 784. Okay, here we go. All right, there he is. All right, so as we wait for Monster to get up in here, let's start them off, and we'll start with third place finisher, and that is the 19, Nowinski. You there? What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Good job tonight on that third place, dude. I tell you what, hold on one second. Let me turn up your volume just a little bit, because I barely hear you. Hold on, let me get your volume turned up here and for just a moment here. Oh man, I don't. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. I'll kind of relay it. I'll kind of relay it to the as best as I can as Nowinski, man. Man, congratulations on getting third place, man. That was a heck of a job, man. Kind of run it down, man, from your point of view on how that race went out, how it played out tonight. Well, I tell you what, man, you got that win last week at Homestead, man, and congratulations on that. I didn't get a chance to congratulate you last week after the race, man, but congratulations on getting that win last week at Homestead. That was really awesome to see, man. It really, really was. How was, were you able to try to use that momentum a little bit from last week into tonight and try to kind of ride that momentum a little bit? Uh,
You didn't relay
Absolutely,
it.
man. Absolutely. Hey, man, congratulations. I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of the night. And congratulations on getting that on the top three tonight, dude. Way to go. And especially after that win last week. That was a heck of a win, man. Congratulations. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And let's move on to second place. And Nizzy, did you want to jump on second spot?
Yeah, I'll jump in. What's up, Snowden? Good run out there. Yeah, you look pretty solid. Had another nice points day. How'd it feel? What was it like out there?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a okay car. Didn't really have anything for Monster there. Congrats on him for the win. With Nowinski there, he had to seemed like he had a better short run car. So there toward the end, I knew if I could stay there with him or stay in front of him, eventually he was gonna start slipping, sliding, and fall off. And yeah, like I said, it was an okay run there. I think we only have but 3 cars on the lead lap or something there. So it was or 2 cars okay at the finish. But yeah, it's like Stag. He ended up losing power, so he wasn't able to finish the race there, and a couple other guys there. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was just running laps around Martinsville. We didn't seem to have too much racing, except for whenever Nowinski there would battle me there for a little while.
Yeah, well, there were 2 races it seemed like tonight, and Momster was in one by himself, and you won the other one, so congratulations.
Right. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, it
Yeah,
looked
good
like
job,
you,
man.
you you tried to make a race out of it there on the beginning of stage 3. I mean, we were talking, and looked like you tried to do everything you possibly could to try to get that 10 car behind you on the beginning of stage 3.
I did. I kept getting on the outside there, so I tried to run that outside line and just try to pinch him down tight there. But yeah, he had a good car there, and ain't much he can say about that. I mean, he drove away with it.
Yeah. Well, hey man, congratulations on getting a second, man, and especially on another solid points night. You're the points leader, and just keep on adding them points up, man. Congratulations, and I'll personally see you back on the track next week, my friend.
All right, appreciate it. See you then.
Oh yeah, and that was a heck of a run by both those guys, Nowinski and Snowden. But man, what a show this guy put on in the 10 car tonight. And that is Momster. Man, I tell you what, you had it going on tonight, dude. Congratulations getting the win tonight.
Thank you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. I got you really, really low and faint. Let me turn your volume up here real quick. I know my old self is getting older here and going to be even older here this summer, so I know I'm losing my hearing a little bit. But there we go. All right, man. So kind of give us your rundown on this race, man. Did it look as easy as it was look for you tonight?
I would say it was harder than it looked actually. I mean, in short run, the car was perfect. I think I ran like a tenth or 2 tenths faster than the guys in second and third. But whenever it came to the long run, my car was all the way loose. I don't know if y'all were watching me, but my car just kept getting loose. I almost hit the wall a few times in stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 3, I think I got it figured out after I repaired all the damage that I got from the lapped cars, but other than that, it was a perfect race, really.
Yeah, we did watch. We did actually notice that there, towards the very end of the run there. It did look like that you were getting loose there. And stage three, I mean, kind of what was kind of going through your mind when you kind of pull up behind Snowden and Nowinski as they were fighting for that second and third spot? What was kind of your mindset there?
Really, I was trying to keep behind them, run slower lap times than them, so I don't wreck the car like I was going to in stage one and stage two. I was just watching them fight for a second. Really, I was rooting for Nowinski to get second.
You just kind of enjoying the battle right there. Just kind of had the front row seat and just kind of enjoying the fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I know a little piece of you, at least a little piece of you, um, had to have really wanted to kind of pass them both just to have that accomplishment of being one to lap the entire field. I think I've only seen it once or twice in my career. I think I've seen it only once or twice ever.
Yeah, I did want to do that, but I didn't want to get impatient and wreck myself, and there goes the win, you know? Kind of
Yeah.
like how it was in, what was it, stage one or stage two? It was one of the stages I got impatient with Dave. No, 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 it was Stag and Kendricks. They were holding me back. You know, Snowden almost caught up to me. He was like 7 seconds back, and then after I passed them two, they was like three or something like that.
Yeah. Well, hey man, congratulations on getting the win, and this is your first win in FTR, isn't
Yeah, it's also my first podium. I couldn't get it the last three times.
it? Well, congratulations. What a way! I mean, you couldn't do it any better, man. You swept it. I mean, a complete sweep, getting the pole, stage one, stage two, and capping it off with the checkered flag. A complete sweep. You can't do any better than that, man. Absolutely not, man. Congratulations. That was a heck of a job tonight. Well done.
Thank you again, man.
Absolutely, man. And I will see you also on the track next week. Granted, my hardware comes in later this week, and yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Um, Nizzy, got anything to add before we say goodnight?
Yeah, I just got one thing. I got Mike Helton on the line. He says that 10 car needs to get in his hands right away. He's got to figure out what's going on with this 10 car because
Oh, he's
that was a statement race there by Momster there. So what a performance and yeah, a good race, guys. It's a tough track and these guys ran it well. You know, everybody kept it clean. There was nothing. There was a little bit of bumping and banging. I mean, I would have honestly been all right with a little bit of more bumping and banging, but you know, it was. I thought these guys put on a good show as always. It's always super competitive, but tonight we had that 10 car just, was in a league of his own, and you know, he left them other guys to settle it amongst themselves while he did his own thing. So, good job, Momster. Good job, everybody, and thanks for letting me. Thanks for the invite to come up with you tonight, Shady. Always
Hey,
fun.
man, thank you for
Just like
having
old
me
times.
come up here. I mean, you've been broadcasting the Pro Am with Intletown, and you guys have done an absolutely awesome job. You and Intletown so far in the season just done an awesome job. So thank you for letting me come up here, man. I mean, like I said, I'll be back out there with these guys and. Maybe I'll try to catch that 10 and that 9 and 19 next week. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a little bit of luck with some new equipment. So I'll cross my fingers on that and see what happens. But I want to thank everybody tuning in tonight, and be sure to tune in tomorrow night on this same very channel. I'll be broadcasting the FTR Elite Series tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Hopefully Luggy will be back up. Will be feeling well and be back up in the booth with me tomorrow night. And then make sure you guys tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. for the FTR Pro Race, and then back here next Tuesday where we'll be at Texas for the Pro Am race next Tuesday. And like I said, I want to say thank you to everybody. Thanks, B. Nizzy, and coming up to the booth with me. Congratulations to Momster getting his first win of the season and his first win in FTR. Snowden in second. Nowinski finishes in third. Heck of a race by everybody tonight. I want to say thank you once again to everybody. We'll see you all next week. Everybody have a wonderful night.